Hello, it is November 3rd, 8:40 p.m., and I am late with my November poetry class. I'm still trying to get better at posting on time, but I am here, yay. And I am Desirae, an author of 2 books. Can't wait for when more come out. And I would like to share with you today a poem, and I wasn't gonna do Boss Burgers because this is poetry class, not scenes or random stuff, but I am wearing the Bob's Burger shirt. So I said, you know what? I'm still going to share the Bob's Burger November scene and snippet. So I'm going to do that as well. So let's first start with my poem that is in my poetry calendar. If you do not know, I published a poetry book, Stay at Home Cause for Poetry. That is one out of the 2 books I published. I also published a novel titled Home Sweet Home. But my poetry calendar is based from my poetry book. And so I made the calendar last year, like December. So I don't remember what each month I put as the poem. So as you are receiving this poem, so am I, to take in and see how it reflects, connects, or what it makes me think and what it makes you think at this time. So without further ado, let's see the poem. We're going to take a deep breath first. Okay, ready? Let's take 2 more. And 1 more. November's poem. So I like to always show this was October's, and now I think I'll flip it. I like to hang mines on the wall, but you could get a magnet and hang this on your fridge. You could, if you do download my poetry calendar, you can put it as your what's it called? Desktop. So you could do that as well. But I know it is the end of the month. I think my cost is between like $3 or $5 for it. And it will look different next year, but I do plan to still do this poetry calendar. It does tend to be for myself because no one has bought it yet, but that is okay. Thank you for watching this if you're watching. But I like the idea of encouraging to write a poem. So I think I'm going to do my own photos that I did each month this year, and like take ones I did of like the sky, because I like pictures of the sky, and make that the photo, and then have a poem either based on that photo or just what the season, the month, the time frame, what's going on maybe in the world makes you think of. And you can write a poem, like there'll be lines available, and or maybe just a box, because I don't know if the lines will be big enough. And write that poem for that month. So it makes it more interactive, as well as it just feels, I don't know, it feels more encouragement, but also connecting still. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like it because I like prompts that are more visual. So like photos versus like, here's this quote, now write a poem based off it. I don't really like that. I like more like visual prompts. So, all right, without further ado, let's read November. I'm going to show you first, and now I'm going to read it. Stillness holds us in place. Silence, it's surreptitious. One more time. Stillness holds us in place. Silence is surreptitious. And so surreptitious, if I'm remembering correctly, it means it's secretive. It feels kind of mysterious, but it's also, in this context, I like that it's silence in this space. There's this stillness of there's something between us, but it may not be understood what it is, or it just feels mysterious. And I know what this poem is from, but because this is a snippet of a longer poem. And again, it's in my poetry collection, Stay at Home Cause for Poetry. If you like to support me, links are down below. But if I'm just taking this as what it says, stillness holds us in place. silence is surreptitious. The stillness of maybe the world, the stillness of things going on, the stillness of silence itself, or the stillness right now in this moment of just like being here in our rooms or spaces and taking the moment when we did a deep breath, the silence. It's surreptitious. It could be mysterious because I don't know what's going on in your life right now, and you don't know what's going on in my life right now. And so there's that mystery, but it's also the idea of stillness holding us in place sounds kind of peaceful, weirdly. Like it sounds like, oh, we finally get that time to breathe, but we're breathing differently because of whatever's going on in our life or whatever we're taking in or whatever we're handling or just whatever we are celebrating or whatever we are grieving or whatever we are realizing. And so I feel like this little snippet in itself can mean so many things about so many things happening in the world or happening in our lives or just happening or just the existence of being in a friendship or being around someone or finding out information or I don't know, in different contexts, I feel like this could be a very powerful poem or a very interesting poem. And so that's cool. Definitely let me know what you take away or what you gather from this snippet poem. And now I will share with you my Bob's Burgers calendar that my brother gives me every year, and I like this little tradition that we do. I don't remember the year it started. Maybe 2021, 2022. I don't remember. But I like that it's still going on. I'm hoping for one on Christmas because he usually gives me for Christmas for the New Year. So I'm hoping for another one on Christmas. Let me know if you have any family traditions. It could be for the holidays, or it could just be something you and your siblings or you and your parents do. All right, so this is the Bob's Burgers calendar 2025. Let's see November. Ooh, I almost skipped to December. I'm not looking. All right, here we go. So this is the top half. We have Bob and Linda. And then this is the text. All right, I'm going to zoom in so you can see it, and I'm going to read it. Sorry about the light. I don't do well with Linda and Bob's voice, but I'll try. Taste this. Oh, I was wrong. Milk's bad. Do you think they'll notice? Oops, sorry. It makes it darker when I cut out the lighting. All right, now, am I kind of better? Not really. Sorry, I didn't realize I just got dark. All right, there we go. Taste this. Oh, I was wrong. Milk's bad. Do you think they'll notice? I think start over. Just use water. We shouldn't make our kids drink old milk, right? Okay, Dr. Fresh Milk. This is random and funny. Sorry if I've been dark this whole time. It's because I don't have my computer on and you're leaning against my computer. And then this light here, I think, does a bad reflection or a bad whatever to make the image of brightness. But anyway, what did I think about that? We can't give our kids spoiled milk, right? I think it's funny because my boyfriend and I have technically spoiled milk in the fridge right now, but it's deep in the back where technically it gets frozen. So is it really bad? I know. Yes, actually, yes. But also we haven't smelt it yet. So I think it's funny, it's relatable because milk is one of those things where you like have the things like I'm going to use it because I don't eat cereal. My boyfriend does, but we don't really buy cereal. So it's more like for making ice cream, making waffles. And we still haven't done any of that. So it's like we have a plan for this milk. But did we use it? No. So I like the relatability of it. And so maybe that's why I like sharing Bob's Burgers stuff, because sometimes it's very relatable and it's down to earth, which is why I like the show. And so I guess I'm asking for you to either share a poem or a show that you like that provides relatability, and that connects with you, because that's what I like to write about. Or not write about, but I like to write relatable characters, because my characters go through hardship, but life we go through tough times, and I want to show that and show like different tough times we may go through, but I want to always add hope or add a solution that is not friendship based all the time, or not family based all the time, or not a love interest based all the time, but self-improvement based. And so I want my characters to go through something but find their way back to themselves or their new version of themselves by working on themselves, however that might look. And so that's what I try to do. I say that I write characters going through hardship with hope at the end. That's my like snippet, easy, fast way of saying it. But the deeper is that I just want self-improvement. I should show that, because I feel like when I was reading, when I was growing up, there was like love interest, there was like friendship, and like, yes, people have that, but there are also people that don't. And so can we show all of the above? Can we show friendship? Can we maybe show love interest or family? But then can we also show like what is the work the character or person does for themselves to stay on track to feeling better, getting through something, or just processing? So yeah, that's you getting a little taste if you want to read my novel, Home Sweet Home. Yeah, maybe you'll like it because of that. But also read the synopsis. There are some trigger warnings. But yes, I am a writer of 2 books. Soon to be more next year. That would be amazing. Do I have a plan of what will be published next year? No, not yet. But I could see a book being published next year, because I did not publish any this year. And that's yeah. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a relatable show, a relatable poem, what my poem made you think of, my November poem about stillness and surreptitious, or the Bob's Burgers little snippet. Let me know what that made you think of. And don't forget, thank you for watching, and don't forget, just write your story, and take care.